Good morning, and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings, Venice Beach. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, June 29th. You'll be interested to know. 19 years ago, today, in 2007, Apple introduced the first iPhone, combining a capacitive touchscreen, a rich internet communication device, and a portable media player into a single elegant handset that reshaped consumer expectations. That breakthrough set a new standard for mobile computing and intuitive design, launching an application ecosystem and inspiring decades of innovation in how people interact with technology. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. This morning, it's looking fair with waves around 2 to 3 feet. Conditions stay fair until about noon, when they become choppy as the wind shifts to sideshore at 9 miles per hour. Expect a slight bump in wave height to 2 to 3 plus feet by 8 p.m. with the wind remaining on shore. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 0-foot incoming low tide, when the southwest swell is 1.5 feet at 15 seconds, and the offshore wind is 6 miles per hour. The first high tide on Monday will be 3.5 feet at 11 a.m., followed by a 2.5-foot low tide at 3. The nearshore buoy at Santa Monica Pier reads 68 degrees for the water temperature. Conditions start off fair with waves around 2 to 3 feet on Tuesday, featuring clean mornings and light winds. Wednesday holds similar size but shifts to choppy conditions by afternoon, with winds increasing slightly. By Thursday, expect a steady increase in swell with 3+ foot waves, though choppy conditions persist, especially midday. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 64 degrees with 5 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 8:09, and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:46. It looks like we're in for some mostly cloudy skies today, with a high near 69 and a light south breeze around 7 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 69. Tonight, expect cloudy conditions with a low around 60 and calm winds around 5 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather, Tuesday through Thursday will be partly sunny with highs near 67 and mild nights near 59, with a light south-southwest breeze around 5 to 10 miles per hour on Tuesday. Friday stays partly sunny with a slightly warmer high near 68 and overnight lows in the low 60s. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, San Pedro's sunken city, located on the Palos Verdes Peninsula, has become a fascinating sight due to its dystopian landscape of fractured streets and remnants of old homes after a devastating landslide nearly 100 years ago. Once a thriving neighborhood, this area suffered severe ground movement, leading to the nickname Sunken City as it slowly fell into the ocean. Although still considered dangerous, plans are underway for the city of LA to reopen a section of the site within the next year, potentially allowing visitors to explore its mysterious remnants. With funding approved for safety upgrades, the hope is to transform this haunting location into a more accessible space while preserving its unique history. Now on to sports. The main focus of every National Hockey League draft weekend is the players hearing their names called, whether at the top of the class or at the end of the 7th round. While trades are completed and the foundation for future moves is built, It is one of the busiest times of the off-season. The San Jose Sharks emerged as winners, significantly adding to their prospect pool with 3 of the top 21 picks, including the 2nd overall pick and the 9th overall pick. In contrast, the Seattle Kraken's reputation suffered when their deal for Jason Robertson fell apart, leaving them without the superstar they desperately need. The Buffalo Sabres had a great weekend, trading for key players and locking in forward Zach Benson to a long-term contract extension. In local sports, the Dodgers took the series from San Diego yesterday, beating the Padres 4-2 at Petco to improve to 54-30. Emmett Sheehan was sharp on the mound, allowing just 2 hits and a run over 5 innings while striking out 5. Mookie Betts led the way with 2 hits and 2 RBIs as LA bounced back from a Game 1 loss with back-to-back wins to close out the series. Tonight they head to Oakland to face the Athletics at Sutter Health Park, first pitch at 6:40. Eric Lauer takes the mound against Gage Jump. The Dodgers are riding a 2-game win streak and sitting atop the National League West, heading into what should be a winnable road matchup against a struggling A's team. It is an ideal chance to pat the division lead before the All-Star break. Meanwhile, Miguel Rojas and his family had a terrifying scare this week. His wife and 2 kids were in Venezuela when powerful earthquakes struck Wednesday, killing over 1,400 people and collapsing more than 770 buildings. Rojas told reporters his family was just 2 blocks from collapsed buildings, but thankfully everyone survived. He played through the Padres series with that weight on his mind. On the Lakers front, free agency officially opens Tuesday night, and there is real uncertainty around LeBron James. The front office has agreed to a 4-year, $185 million extension with Austin Reeves to lock in the backcourt, but James has not fully committed to a return and is believed to have legitimate options elsewhere. In top news, how Cambodian artifacts stolen from temples ended up in American museums is a story of loss and recovery. The theft of Cambodia's cultural treasures, including sacred stone, bronze, and gold artifacts, might just be the greatest art heist in history. This began nearly a century ago during French colonization, but looting surged during the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, driven by a British man named Douglas Latchford. His gang sold stolen items to wealthy collectors and prestigious museums worldwide. Cambodia's government has spent the last 14 years trying to track down its stolen history and heritage. Yet many treasures remain hidden in private collections and museums. In business news, oil prices rose Sunday while U.S. stock index futures advanced after the U.S. and Iran continued to trade fire in the Persian Gulf, renewing fears that the Strait of Hormuz may effectively be shut again. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures were up 177 points, or 0.3% late Sunday. S&P 500 futures and NASDAQ 100 futures also gained following a steep technology sell-off on Friday. Bitcoin was trading below $60,000, down more than 7% over the past week. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged over the weekend at about $60,000. Ethereum is up 1.5% to just under $1,600. And XRP is up 1.5% to $1.05. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Streaming ads might be getting a lot quieter this week. A California law banning streaming services from showing ads louder than the video content that they accompany is set to take effect on Wednesday, July 1st. Existing legislation already imposes similar volume restrictions on broadcast and cable television commercials. While the volume limitations only apply to California for now, it seems likely that any relevant changes would be deployed more broadly. When the law was passed in 2025, its sponsor, State Senator Thomas Umberg, said it was inspired by every exhausted parent who has struggled with loud ads. And in entertainment news, Channing Tatum's new true crime thriller, Roofman, has officially become the #1 movie on streaming. Tatum, known for his range, has taken on various roles, including a villain in Blink Twice and a superhero in Deadpool and Wolverine. Despite not making much noise at the box office, Roofman has thrived on streaming, remaining in the charts for over 170 days. The film, directed by Derek Sanfrance, follows former soldier Jeffrey Manchester, played by Tatum, who leads a double life that unravels when he falls for a divorced mother. The movie has received an 87% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, showcasing Tatum's compelling performance. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the American entrepreneur and inventor, Steve Jobs. And he said, "Innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower, highlighting the transformative power of groundbreaking ideas in shaping the future." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings Venice Beach.